This is KGW News at 11.
A massive structure fire led to shelter-in-place and evacuation orders in Happy Valley today. Thanks for joining us for KGW News at 11. I'm Tim Gordon. It happened near the Rosewood Station apartments early this morning. After fighting the fire for nearly 10 hours, shelter-in-place orders were lifted this afternoon. But some Rosewood Station tenants still cannot return home. Thomas Schultz has the details.
For the second time in less than 10 days, a fire broke out at an abandoned Happy Valley building. This time, much of the building collapsed. Neighbors say this is just further evidence of the direction the city is headed.
Portland's been seeing a lot of dangerous situations lately, and this is just another one of those.
Around 100 firefighters worked around the clock Saturday morning to contain this. A massive fire at an abandoned Miles fiberglass building. Now a vacant lot that residents say has had its fair share of emergencies.
Just the other day, there was 5 or 6 police cars just parked in there.
It's not clear what started this fire, though some are concerned about the air quality, since asbestos and fiberglass particles were in the building. Others were unaware, continuing with their Saturday routines despite the shelter-in-place orders. But those forced to evacuate hours ago say their throats are still sore, their apartments filled with toxic smells. Because of this, a fire at a building that was supposed to be demolished in April, but it wasn't. The building's now owned by the Clackamas County Development Agency. They had a plan to demo the building in the next few weeks. Now, they're too late. For months, residents have watched people come in and out of the abandoned building.
More and more of the population is unhoused. So as we see this happen, you're going to see more and more of these fires.
It's not the first time a fire has started here either. Firefighters say a week ago, a fire was started here by someone who was homeless. Neighbors say this is the third fire since March.
It seems like there's these vacant buildings that we keep seeing big fires at.
On top of these issues, many people running errands say they didn't receive a push alert sent out by the county telling them to shelter in place. Others did get it. Fire department officials say anyone who did not get the notification should go to Clackamas County's website to get future alerts. You can find out more about that on our website, kgw.com. Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
A Red Cross shelter is open at Clackamas Community College in Oregon City for those without another place to go. Meantime, we've since learned that during the evacuation of Rosewood Station, first responders found a resident who was deceased. The medical examiner said the death was not related to the fire. And if you notice, the skies are a bit hazy over the Portland metro today. Here's one reason why. The Camp Creek fire northeast of Sandy was active again today. Some good news, containment on the fire is now 51%, up from 44% yesterday. It's burned just over 2,000 acres in the Bull Run watershed, which is Portland's primary water source. City water officials say our water remains safe to drink. All right, after a hot late summer day, it's starting to cool off in the Rose City. It's currently 65 degrees downtown Portland. Ashley Grams is here with a first look at our Sunday forecast. Ashley?
Hi Tim, happy Sunday to you, and we are right there in the mid-60s, but we did reach 85 degrees today in Portland, and you saw some of that smoke popping up from the Camp Creek fire, and we're starting to see that when it's dry and we don't have so much humidity and it's a little bit hotter. We've seen winds start to pick up just a little bit, and that's when we start to see the smoke. So you might have seen some of that haze that Tim pointed out there across the metro area, but we are starting to see that kind of dissipate. If you're in the gorge, you might be seeing a little bit of that into tomorrow. But for your temperatures tomorrow, we're waking up about in the 50s here, and then we are going to pop up into this mid 70s. So 75 looking to be our high tomorrow. So we're coming down about 10 degrees tomorrow. So we're getting a little bit closer to seasonable averages. We're heading into fall. We've just got about 6 days left here of summer, and we're definitely getting those high summer temperatures before we head into the autumn season. But we'll talk more about what we're expecting this week coming up. Tim?
Sounds good. About 10 degrees cooler tomorrow sounds pretty good too. Thanks, Ashley. Well, look at this video from Washington County of a car prowler caught in the act before making off with cash and more. This happened just before 3 this afternoon at the Winkleman Dog Park in Aloha. The victims say the man you see here stole their car keys, plus a purse and wallet. Those were later found on the side of the road, emptied out, and the cash, cards, and ID inside long gone. They believe more cars at the dog park may have been hit. Call the Washington County Sheriff if you have any information. Well, tonight an Arkansas man is facing felony charges after Portland police say he was caught vandalizing the East Precinct building early this morning. Just after midnight, PPB officers inside heard banging noises coming from the front of the building. They say they found the suspect, 39-year-old Keith Ryan Morris, using a large rock to shatter the glass doors. After a short foot chase, officers caught up to Morris and arrested him. He was booked into the Multnomah County Jail on charges of felony criminal mischief, escape, and a probation detainer. Repair crews showed up a short time later to replace that broken glass. Well, a Vancouver father is living a nightmare. He has custody of his two sons, but police say his ex-wife abducted the boys yesterday. Now Ryan Hinson is desperate to get them back. Art Edwards talked to Hinson about the ordeal.
15-year-old Braxton Hinson and his 7-year-old brother Dexter have been taken by their mother.
This whole thing is damaging to them. It's not what I want for either of them.
Their father Ryan and Vancouver police believe the boys are with Angelina Hinson and her romantic partner Joel Long. Angelina has no claim of guardianship to either boy, and there's a protection order in place barring her from contacting them. Ryan Hinson has had full custody of them since November of 2022. On Friday morning, Long picked Dexter up from Fisher's Landing Elementary School in Vancouver right after the youngster got off the bus and in view of cameras in place at the school. Braxton may have been picked up by his mother at his bus stop before he got to school.
This isn't what I want them to see.
This isn't the first time Angelina has taken the boys. It happened in March. They were found in Montana earlier this month. Ryan Hinson drove to Missoula to pick them up. He says what's happened has taken a toll on his entire family.
My new wife has sacrificed everything to help me love those two. And I can't fathom how she would want to keep them from their father.
Vancouver police have opened a kidnapping and custodial interference investigation. They say Hinson, Long, and the missing boys may be associated with a Chevy Sonic with Washington license plate BXZ 0985 or a dark gray Hyundai Elantra with dealer temporary plates. They don't think the boys are in danger. Hinson has a message for his ex-wife.
Bring my boys back. I don't want anything more than to love them. I want them back with me safe.
He also says that he wants his ex-wife to be part of the boys' lives. It just has to be done the right way. Art Edwards, KGW News.